What's up, fam? Welcome back to the Feed King Show. This is the Feed King Show. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Feed King. The show is all about who are you on a cellular level. Who are you when things are going your way, right? Who are you when the whole house of cards fall in? Who are you when the friends disappear, when the support goes away, when the funding falls through? Who are you? What do you do? What's your why? How in the world are you keeping this thing all together? I.e., what is your self-care modality? I'm your local fitness go-to girl, Feed King. Welcome back to the Feed King Show. I want to start the show with a post that was shared with me on social media by Fatima West. The post reads like this. It's taking you longer because you aren't out here lying, manipulating, scamming, or taking advantage of people. I want to add to that. It might be taking you longer because there's still some things you need to know. And in order for you to know them, there's still some things that you get to learn. There's still some things that you get to be, do, have, and get. Thank you so much, Fatima West, for posting that and tagging me. So, for my sisters over the age of 40, specifically, yet not exclusively, keep pushing, keep showing up, keep doing, keep being the work. Because sometimes, and I know I'm guilty of this, sometimes could you be doing it for the gram? Sometimes we do things for social media and we get caught up in just doing the things for the likes and the follows and maybe the comments, as opposed to doing things for the ROI, the return on impact. What is your return on impact? Or are you out here with the intention or with the purpose of impacting, like positively impacting other people's lives? Oftentimes I'll see on social media, I actually saw it this morning, there was a photo of when Vice President Kamala Harris became vice president. And then there was a photo of former First Lady President Michelle Obama doing kind of like, go girl, like I knew that your season was here. And the person said, basically, how can we do this more? How can we be this way for one another more? Now, this specific person, I won't say the person's name, but this specific person I experienced firsthand. I don't know this person personally, but we are Facebook friends. And I said, that's so interesting, because it appears that she is very much so pro-women, pro-Black women, let's support and uplift my sisters. And I think she missed the boat on that one. And sometimes for me, because I'm a very positive, optimistic person, I'm also human, and I have an influx of emotions and feelings. And while my goal is to keep it really positive and high vibrational on social media, I think there's a fine line, and I think that there's an opportunity for me to be more honest and to call people on their stuff. Now, not by name, because that's not important to me. What's important is to recognize and to also know when we want someone to change for our comfort versus understanding or overstanding that it's not someone else's responsibility to be different for your comfort level. It's really your responsibility to find ways to be unbothered, to find ways to transform your own self, because the common denominator is always you. In any situation you're in that makes you uncomfortable, that makes you frustrated, or maybe anger, the common denominator is you. What is your return on impact? So I'm going to share a few things with you, some notes that I took. Because I was thinking, okay, Feed King, Have you not shown up, or have you not been a person of your word for someone on or off social media? And I was like, oh, no, of course not. Yes, I have. And I want to publicly apologize to this young lady because I had great intentions. I had the most sincere, authentic, pure intentions, and life got in the way. I allowed life to get in the way, and I didn't plan well. So there's this sister out there. She's a personal trainer. I met her in LA. She goes by Fit Nick. And I saw that she was doing a jump rope challenge. And so I was thinking, oh, I've really been wanting to up my jump rope game. And I love to be supported. I love a good challenge. I'm always wanting to push myself because I know that there's always so much more in me. There's so much more in you. And sometimes we are barely scratching the surface. And I found myself, I said, you know what, with this jump rope thing, you are barely scratching the surface. When I saw the challenge, I said, yes, I'm in. Can you email me? She emailed me. I didn't receive it. Why? Because I didn't check my email enough times that day. I saw it, and I believe I was in Baltimore, but I was coming back to New York 3 days in, and I said, oh my goodness, I didn't make it. I just didn't make it. And what I forgot to do was to message her on Facebook and say, I am so sorry, I apologize. Please keep me in the loop for the next one. Because sometimes that's really all it takes, is you being mindful and respectful of another person's time and talents. I gave her my word. I said, I'm in, and I didn't show up. And I said, how many times have people done that to you, Feet King? Numerous times, like recently, since we're on the subject. Recently, I facilitated a 7-day fitness challenge where I wanted to get market research feedback from women who look like me, women who are over 40. So I put it out there. I said it's free. However, there's a evaluation at the end, which means you get to name your price, whatever value you feel like you got from this fitness challenge or didn't get from this fitness challenge. I really want to know so that I can make improvements. I believe I know what women over 40 want, but I don't, because I'm not every woman over 40. Every woman over 40 is not me. We all have different needs. We're coming from different backgrounds. And so I really wanted to know from the horse's mouth, like, what is it that you need? What is the problem that you're having that you think that I could possibly solve, create a solution for your problem? And so women were coming out of the woodwork. We had the highest number of participants in this fitness challenge that I've had in a couple years. I was excited. I was like, oh, it's going to be on and popping. And then it wasn't. Why? Because every single one of those women, so if you are one of those women, yes, I am speaking to you, because this is just the truth. This is just the truth, unless there's another truth that I don't know about. Not one of those women showed up, engaged, made comments, connected with the other women. They did nothing. And I was having a conversation with one of my clients who's now a friend. And thank you, Fatima West. We got to post that. Thank you, girl. So she said, you know what, Fee? The reason why they have not filled out the survey, honey, is because they didn't do anything. They didn't show up. The reason why they didn't place evaluation on your fitness challenge is because they didn't participate. And when people don't participate, they don't think that they need to pay for the program. And I said, that's interesting. I said, then why would they say yes? She said, because sometimes social media breeds looky-loos. People want to look, they want to watch, but they don't want to participate. They don't want to participate. They don't want to actually be responsible for their own transformation. So if I say yes and I show up, but I'm still in the background and I don't participate, then I'm not being held accountable. You can't hold me accountable. I can't even hold myself accountable. Why? Because I'm in the background. I'm doing nothing, but I'm saying things, right? I'm saying things. I'm posting cute little things on social media about being my sister's keeper and empowering women and supporting Black-owned businesses. But am I really? That is the question on the table. What is your return on impact. So Fatima West, I don't know if you were here. Fatima says, can't evaluate if they haven't truly participated. Can't evaluate if they have not participated at all. So Fatima, I read when the show first started, something that you shared, that you posted, that I've been thinking about since you posted it. I love this so much. Whoever created this post, it is so relevant and timely. It's taking you longer because you are not out here lying, manipulating, scamming, or taking advantage of people. I added, it also is taking you longer because there's still some things you need to know. There's some things that you need to learn, but keep pushing. You are closer than you are further away from it. To be a person of impact requires you to desire to be a person who lives a particular kind of life. So when I say ROI, I'm not talking about return on investment. However, being an impact is how you invest in yourself and others. Impact is the action of one object coming forcibly into contact with another. Let me read that again. Impact is the action of an object coming in contact forcibly with another. So are you out here in these real life streets positively impacting other people? Are you on social media positively impacting other people? I know for sure of some people who are doing that I just want to say thank you publicly. I want to say thank you for being a positive impact in my life and in the lives of other people that I see you impacting on social media. I want to say thank you to my fiance, Sekou Wrights. And I'm not saying that because he's my boo. I was saying this before we were even dating, because I've known this man for 20 years, and he has been a positive impact in my life and the lives of other people. I also want to say thank you to Anne. Anne is such a positive impact and influence in my life and the lives of other people. There are so many people that I want to say thank you to. So let me just get to it. I don't even need a list. I don't even need to read it because I haven't created that list because it's off the top of my dome. I want to say thank you so much to Fatima West. Fatima West is a real one. Like, they don't even build them like her anymore. She is a real one. Thank you so much, Fatima West. Thank you so much, Rev Melissa. Thank you so much, Pastor Darlene Bryant. Fatima says, Anne is an amazing spirit. She really is, Fatima West. And so that is a very short, condensed list. Let's see. I want to also thank, oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Latasha Jimerson, for how you show up. She is a book author. Thank you. And it seems like it's all women. So let me throw in a few men. I only have one man. Thank you so much, Tyrone Ricks. I believe that's his last name. He's out of Pennsylvania. Thank you so much for how you show up and the work that you're doing between Delaware and Pennsylvania. I see you. I appreciate you. I value you. And yeah, all right. So I thanked about 5 people. I'm sure there are a few more that let's see. There are a few more, and I apologize, but I will slide into your DMs and thank you. So listen, fam, it is Wisdom Wednesday. Oh, I think I have one more thing to share about impact. Impact is to have a strong effect on someone or something, a strong effect on someone or something. So I'm also going to thank someone who's had a strong effect on me, and I believe Sekou Wrights as well. Demetria Short, thank you so much for how you show up, and thank you for doing more than talking about it, but actually being about it, which is someone who's a change agent. He is a man that shows up, does the work, is impacting his community, and he's impacting people on social media that he doesn't even know. But just the way that you show up for other people, especially those Black and brown boys in Nashville. Thank you, Demetria Short. Thank you also, Black Men Run, for how you show up and support your brothers. It is supremely important. It does not fall on deaf ears or closed eyes. And I think we're not live on Instagram. I want to do that. I want to also thank, yes, I want to thank a woman that we met Sunday at the Black Men Run 5K Heritage Race. Her name is, sorry, y'all. There's always, no, I'm not sorry, because right, you just get stuff in your eye, and that's just what it is. Even if you're on camera or not, you just get stuff in your eye. So I want to thank this sister. Her name is Ethel. Ethel. So you think it's Ethel, but it's Ethel. So Ethel is one of the captains for Black Girls Run. And so she came over to Sekou and I, and she said, I know y'all from social media. And I was like, oh, that's so dope. Sekou initially told me, oh, this woman was talking to me. She knows me from social media. Then she came over and I was introducing myself to her. She's like, I know you, hostess with the mostest. And I thought, that is so dope. That is so dope. So I want to thank Ethel for being a champion of Black Men Run. I want to thank Ethel for being a champion for Black Girls Run and inviting me to join the club. Thank you. And I think that's it. What's up, Instagram? I'm a little late, my bad, but I'm here. So let's get into some Wisdom Wednesday with my girl, Too Tight, Tonya Jones.
What's up, everybody? It is Wisdom Wednesdays with Tonya at the Radical Breath. So sometimes closure is overrated. Why do I say that? Because just like other areas in life, sometimes we can feel like, yes, if I know all the answers, if I get all the explanations, if there's no uncertainty, if I just know, somehow we can avoid pain. The same way with closure. If there's a certain conversation, or if a person apologizes, or if it's, apologizes, if it's explained in a way that makes sense for me, then maybe I won't feel as much pain, or maybe this transition will be easier. But really that isn't the case. So this idea of closure, whether it's an apology, explanation, is not something that's needed to let go of resentment, to move forward. Sometimes you don't really need to know why, you just need to know. And if you know, you can work with that and decide how you want to work with that and moving forward. And it's not contingent upon what someone else says or does or gives you permission to do that.
Listen, this is what I love about when you attract your tribe and when you connect with people and you're vibrating at, on, or within some similar proximity of vibration. I had no idea what Too Tight Tony Jones was going to bless us with today. And it speaks to me because, like I said earlier, the common denominator is you. And so while people may present something to you that makes you feel uncomfortable, that makes you feel frustrated, anger, whatever those emotions are, sometimes we want them to stop or to change so that we can feel more comfortable. And that is simply not their responsibility. That's putting a lot of pressure on other people. You actually get to change. And like Tonya, I'm not a big proponent of closure. And I know some people are, and that's fine. I don't need it. I don't need it to make me feel better. I don't need it to move on, because I know that I'm responsible for releasing resentment. I don't need someone to come in and say, oh, I apologize for doing or saying or not doing or not saying. No, that is my internal work. That is our internal work to do for ourselves. So you actually get to release people from that need to give you closure. I feel strongly about that. And I don't know if you do, and if you don't, it's okay. Too Tight, Tonya Jones, thank you for that. You are always on point. I tell you, there's nothing better than attracting intelligent women in your life. Thank you, Too Tight, Tonya Jones, for being an intelligent, thoughtful, kind, sincere woman in my life. All right, y'all, so let's get to some announcements. I think the Feet King show might end a couple minutes early. I don't know, but let's see what we have going on. What is it? Today it's Wednesday. Oh, I know what's going on. A workout and a word. Yes, today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about 20 minutes of some movement. Hey, it is about 5 minutes of a spiritual word given to you, given to us, given to the we by Reverend Reverend, oh my gosh, Melissa Nobles speaking, going too fast. The senior minister of Rockland CSL. Just today, Sekou was saying to me, he said, wait a minute, 2 p.m., aren't people at work? I said, yes. And people get lunch breaks. And yes, people need an afternoon pick me up. And yes, not everyone works a 9 to 5. There are so many remote workers. And what I'd like to invite you to do, I want to invite you to really feel what it's like to participate and to not stand on the virtual sidelines and watch, but to actually get involved and see what that feels like to actually move your body, to take in deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, to roll your shoulder blades up and back, to actually see your feet moving from left to right, to actually feel the sensation in your muscles when you execute a double bicep curl, a double shoulder press, a tricep kickback, what it feels like in the middle of the afternoon to freaking execute a jumping jack, right? Or to pick up a jump rope and skip, and to actually feel to actually feel what it's like to recover. Every single time I get to go outside and go for a run, when I say I am praising God, y'all, I am like, God, thank you so much that my knees still have fluidity and flexibility and strength to withstand this impact. Thank you so much that I can still jump rope, that I still have a desire to jump rope. Thank you so much. I can still get in a burpee or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10. Thank you so much that I still am able to lift my own body weight off the ground and squeeze my core. Like I can still feel all of these things. There's so much life reverberating through your body after the age of 40, 50, 60, and 70. And I'm not just saying these numbers because it sounds cute. Like there are people out there that I can actually point to and say, yes, Chef Babette, I see you, 74 years old, killing it. Arms of steel, abs on fleek, doing the thing. Yes. Sister, what's her name? Fatima West, help me with her name. She's one of my favorites. We met her together in Baltimore. She is Fatima West is going to help me with her name. Ernestine Shepherd. Thank you so much, Miss Ernestine Shepherd, for being an example, for helping me to become even more excited to potentially get to see that age and know that I can still be vibrant and active and healthy and alive and alert and still wear cute clothes. What? I'm excited. I'm excited for the unknown. I am excited if I'm still here that I get to age with ease and grace. Why? Because I know that some things are in my control, meaning having a desire, having the willingness to actually do the work. It's just the work, but we get to do that for ourselves. Thank you so much. Pastor Darlene Bryan, what's up? She said, you are amazing as well. Thank you. Oh, you listen to the show. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're going to make me misty-eyed. Okay. So let's see what else is going on today. We have a workout and a word. You can just go to @FeetKing and join. I will also post the StreamYard link. I will post that by or before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, join us. Like really, step outside of your comfort zone. You don't need to be in any kind of shape. You simply need to be a human being who has a desire and a willingness to move their body. In order for you to get yourself from where you are to where you want to be, it's going to require you to be in action. And it's going to require you to embrace being uncomfortable embrace being comfortable in uncomfortable and unfamiliar situations. You get to train yourself to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. I'm your local fitness coach, your girl Fee King. This is the Fee King Show, and I want to thank some of my sponsors. Before we get up out of here, let me start with thanking myself. Thank you, Fee King, for still being in the game. Thank you, Fee King, Felicia Renee King, myself. Thank you, Felicia Renee King, for still being passionate, for still being committed, for still being uber excited every single day, whether they show up or not, whether they show up in droves or whether they show up in single digits. Thank you so much, Fee King, for continuing to share your stories, for continuing to write your books, for continuing to have a desire to perform your play. And most importantly, thank you, Fee King, for saying yes to Sekou Rights, for being on this journey with someone else, because I've been rolling solo and I thought that that's what it was going to be. And I was like, you know what? That's cool, because me and Too Tight Tonya Jones and Lamise, we're going to be the black version of the Golden Girls. Now they're going to have to get their own Blanche, because I'm booed up now. Thank you so much, Her Glow Candy Shop, Miss Ife. Check her out at herglowcandyshop.com. Thank you so much, Bobby Tamir. Free Your Soul Publishing, dope indie producer, dope beats and music and editing. Thank you so much. Thank you also so much, Get Rich 101, for sponsoring the Fee King Show arm in There Are Black People in Omaha. That part. Why? Because there are Black people in Omaha. We stream live in that group on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have an interview coming up tomorrow. You will not want to miss it. You don't want to miss this one. She is so incredible. Her name is Kimberly White. Kimberly White is coming on the Fee King Show. She is, and I know she's a professional bodybuilder, and she is incredible. And she is consistently fit. Like, she's consistently fit. Her body is amazing. And most importantly, her spirit, her heart, and her mind is amazing. So that's tomorrow. We broadcast at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lastly, let's see who else. I want to make sure I thank everybody. Oh, thank you, Black-owned business owners in Omaha, because again, yes, there are Black people in Omaha. This is the Fee King Show. I am your hostess with the mostest. I bid you love, light, peace, prosperity, possibility, positivity, abundance, joy, health, and wealth, not just for today, not even just for this week, this month, for the rest of 2023, but for your entire life condition. We are.